Hello guys, here's our second set of notes, 1.2 powers and exponents. We're going to start off with looking at vocabulary. Our first vocabulary word is exponent or power. The definition given for exponent or power is that it says how many times to use that number in a multiplication. It is written with as a small number to the right and above the base number. So in other words, an exponent or power is just telling you how many times to use multiplication. And in order for you to spot which one is the exponent or power, you look for the small number that is located above a number. Our second and final vocabulary word for this lesson is base. As you can see, as part of the definition for exponent is that they have the word base. So we need to know what is the base number that has been raised to a power exponent. Well, by definition, the base is the number that gets multiplied when using an exponent. So in other words, it's just the number that we have to multiply in order to simplify and find the value of the base to the power. If we look at the example for these two vocabulary words, let's try to make sense of those vocabulary words ourselves and see if we can visualize what an example would look like. So why is it that we have two words for that first vocabulary word? Well, that's because for that first vocabulary word, it's telling us that both of these words are going to mean the same thing. One of these words we've seen a lot in real life if you like superpower or superhero movies. When someone has powers, they're able to do something that's above what everybody else is doing. So we can kind of think of someone who has superhero powers to remember that the power is going to be above everybody else. So it's going to raise them up higher than everybody else because they're able to do a whole lot more than what a normal person would do. And then if we look at the word base, we can kind of remember what a base would be like, because if you think of a base of something, it normally is, you're talking about something that sits on its bottom. So it's like the base of a shape is what the shape sits on. The base of anything is what it sits on. So it's kind of like the bottom. Like for the base of yourself is your bottom when you sit in the seat. So the bottom. So base is going to be the bottom and power is going to be above. Okay, so now let's look at the example. Okay, so looking at the example and using my real life example, we're looking for the superhero power, the one that's above. So you can see the power of this would be 2. And what does that 2 do? It does to the problem, it tells you how many times to multiply the base. The base is what sits at the bottom. So it sits on its bottom, 3. So that means 3 squared means we take 3 times 3. How many times? 1, 2 times. And then we know, oh, well, 3 times 3 is just equals to 9. So that's how we're able to use powers and exponents to evaluate or simplify expressions in math. So now let's look at some examples. So we have 2 examples for these type vocabulary words that we'll be using to solve math problems. The first example is asking us to rewrite each of the following expressions using exponents. So we are given 10 times 10 times 10 for part A. We're given 4.3 times 4.3 for part B. We're given x times x times x times x for part C. And so we'll have to look at how many times multiplication is being used for each of these problems in order for us to know what the exponent or power should be. So pretty much we're just counting. Okay, so we see this number, for example 1, we see this number 10 being multiplied 1, 2, 3 times. And so we're going to take that number as our base because that's the number that is being multiplied 10 times. So we know that that is our base by definition. That's the number that got multiplied. And then how many times it be multiplied is our power. That's our superhero power that goes at the top. And so you want to be careful and make sure that we put it at the top so that it doesn't look like it's not a power. So if something is a power, it's above everybody else. And so we want to make sure that it stands above everybody else. So our base should be on its bottom, and then the power should be above everything else. And so for our answer for part A, so the answer is 10 to the power of 3. Or you could also say 10 to the third power, or you could just simply say 10 cubed. Let's look at part B, where 4.3 is been multiplied 2 times. So what does that tell us? If we look back at the definition of what it means to look at the exponent or the power, we're looking at the small number above the base, which tells us how many times that the number has been multiplied. So the superpower for this problem on part B is 2. And the base for this problem is the number that's been multiplied. So the number that's been multiplied 2 times is the 4.3. So we put it in parentheses, 4.3. And then we put our superpower towards the top, 2. So the answer to this problem is 4.3 to the power of 2. Or you could say 4.3 to the second power. Or you could simply just say 4.3 squared. In part C, we see that we have the variable x been multiplied by itself 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that being said, the superpower for this problem is going to be 4. So the answer could be read as x to the power of 4 or x to the 4th power. So now that we know how to rewrite expressions using exponents by just counting how many times the base is being multiplied and taking that base and writing it to the power of the number of times it's multiplied, the next thing we need to know how to do is how to evaluate an expression that has an exponent in it. And when they're giving us a value, to take it and plug in for that variable that's within the expression. So let's look at part 2. So they want us to evaluate the expression x to the 4th power when x is equals to 2. So this is combined from the last lesson where we used the vocabulary word evaluate. We need to remember that all that means is to find the value of the expression. So they gave us this expression, so we're going to rewrite it using exponents. We're going to rewrite it, putting parentheses around the variable. So we have parentheses x to the 4th power. And then our next step is to take the value that they gave us for x and plug it in the place of the variable x. So our next step would be where we write parentheses 2 to the power of 4. Now we got to take what we just learned from this lesson to be able to find the value of 2 to the power of 4. We need to know which number is the base, 2, and which number is the power, 4. And then we have to remember what each of those numbers tell us. Well, the power tells us how many times to multiply the base by itself. So understanding that, we know that we need to do 2. We need to have 2 4 times. And we're doing what with that base? Multiplying it. Because our exponent tells us that we should multiply it 4 times. So we're doing 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, okay? 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And if we take those 2 4s and multiply them together, you'll get that the answer to number 2 is going to be 16. So the value of this expression when x is equals to 2 is 16. Use examples 1 and 2 to help you do the U-Try problems 1 through 4. Look over the problems that I just completed for you and let me know if you have any questions. To show that you've mastered the curriculum for today, please complete the quick check problems 1 and 2 before you leave class.